I meant to tell you last night. I forgot. You caught me when I was all tired and after working. Because you're a repeat customer, there's a 10% discount that I didn't put on there. So I don't know if you have it wrote out already, but if you do, I'll just give you cash back. But it's 10%, so that's make it 25. So I forgot that. I was gonna message you and let you know, but then I was like, I'll see this one. Awesome. Thank you. You got the power back on? Yeah. Ooh, that's good stuff. Gotta have that power. This is how I set up every time, you guys. We'll go through my setup. We'll just do a live video of it, and well, I don't have to do an edited version of it. I hope everybody enjoyed the. Oh, we got these nuts. Yes. All right. She's so funny. She's a talker. I dig her. Oh, right on, Greg. What's up, buddy? Oh, we got John. Cool. Yeah, we have two guys. If you notice, Jake's the only one here. The other one, we had kind of a tough one yesterday, and he messaged, I'm not gonna make it at when he's supposed to be there to meet me. So then we scheduled this little one for today, just me and Jake, and so we're having the same trouble. So I totally understand their D's. What up, Mike? Hey, all right, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna set up, kind of walk you guys through it, and I'll periodically kind of come over and check in with you. I run my stuff on a spool. It's really easy to wrap up, really easy to undo. Throw it down, unroll as much as I need, and then I'll as it's all done, I'll go back up to that and I'll start spooling it on top of each other like you would if you put it in the bag. And it's usually a real quick process. So we're just gonna try to throw this. Let's see if I can. I don't know if I'll be able to get that in the camera. Well, you ain't gonna be able to see me throw it. And this. Let's try this. This may be a little wavy. Oh, John. You guys are the best. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. We got Douglas. What is up, buddy? The other live feed was clear on my end, but you couldn't. Yeah, I know. I think somehow I shut off the comment. How I did that. I've never done it before. But grab you some coffee. You the man. You know I will. Alright, here we go. I'm going to try to hit somewhere in there. Okay? Oh, we got a squirrel up there. Yeah. Watch me hit him. Or watch you knock the big old limb loose on it. Probably put a hard hat on. Oh, third time's the charm. High voltage lines on the back side, so I can't overthrow it, because if I do, I'm going to launch it over the line. That's not going to be good. Gotta get back. Hey, Greg, be careful, buddy. Have a good day. I appreciate you swinging in. That's good stuff. Oh, what's up, Eric? What are we doing? All right. So I think I got it. Oh, we got Connor too. I'm gonna put my rope up there first so I can be tied in when I go up. So if I fall or I slip, I won't get hurt. But you know what? It's hard to do when I let my rope go up in there. Let me see that. I stopped paying attention for a little bit. There you go. Hey, do me a favor. Hold this ball real quick. Where's the end of this? You guys probably couldn't see most of that. I apologize. Catch up on comments real quick. We had some storms too, huh, Dee? Looks like we were fixing it. It's really humid here. Yeah, it's stupid humid right now. Really, really bad. Here's how I am. I've been using the quickie link a lot lately, so usually I just use ring and micro pulley, but I hate the double locks on these things, but at the same time I love them because I would have lost the pin already. The way I do it is take the stone eye. About to be a wreck right here in front of us because everybody's looking at us. When are you going to see? It's coming. It's coming. As soon as we can find a guy to kind of do what he does on a regular basis, we'll start to see Jake probably working his way towards the trees. That's the game plan. I think I'm going to like this pin. It fits good. Yeah, I like that. So, there's how I set up. A little closer view. See how clean that is? Then what you're left with is this, and there's your retrieval point. So what you'll do is to either tie another rope to that or tie the tail of your rope to it, and as it pulls, it engages the pulley, which makes everything a lot easier. You can see it running out of it right now. So That guy said that he didn't need to stop at that stop sign. It's pointless in his world. I'd be ready to punch somebody I live. Oh, I'm about to anyway. Probably gonna be hollering at people. I'll be that crazy old man that sits out on the porch screaming at people. What I do, dang it. So I just tie, like take my tail, tie a scaffold knot to it. So what you're left with is that, which is really clean. So that will engage the system, and if I'm on this side, this will retrieve the system. I'm able to run everything off of a, this is probably an 80, 90 foot, maybe a little more than that, but it's not big cut. One of them ones Dave Rick. So I'll show you as it locks in up there. I have a couple smaller branches that I'll have to trim. A lot of times after I'll set my rope, it's either grab a hold of it and bounce on it, whatever. I like to tie like a foot loop or just a loop for my foot, and I figure if I can stand on it and bounce like that, then I'm good. So, and plus that'll remind me which side I'm supposed to tie into and clip on. You know what? I'm new to this stupid zigzag stuff. You know what I just did? I just set my system without putting the zigzag on. So the game plan of running off the zigzag wrench. Go. So pull the bag of goodies and tricks out. See if we missed any comments. Time to get back at it. Hey, see you, Connor. Have a good one, buddy. Yeah. Douglas, it's not funny. I guess it is. So what we'll do in that case is switch over to Petzl system. I say Petzl system. The other Petzl system that I have. So it consists of a hand ascender, a foot loop, and a micro pulley, and the Petzl Grigri. Well, I think it's the Grigri too, but whatever, same thing. Tell you what, my old dude, extend that thing out. Each one of them sections has another. Oh. What do you think about it? It doesn't look like it should be in there, does it?
Yeah.
It's like, wow, there's more telescopic on that than I thought.
Oh yeah.
So the Petzl just goes in like this, the Grigri. Untie this knot real quick. I'll show you guys this setup. It's a really quick one. So the system opens like this. take it, slide it open. You can see there's a climber on one side, nothing on the other. So the rope goes into the side where the climber picture was at, goes into it like that, and you close it back down. And it works off of a loaded cam. Watch this cam engage. See it? There. And then this trigger allows it to go down. So to get the ability to kind of rope walk, I like to use a screw locking carabiner. So since it's my tie-in point, or my actual climbing device, I mean. But the way this works, hand descender goes on. A lot of guys know already, but for those that don't, hand descender goes on. Okay, so then you have your foot loop. It's already attached. Take the end that's coming out of the Grigri and take a micro pulley. It's an ISC for the rope wrench. Hook it on, carabiner on. Then I like to take it up. Is that in the camera? Yeah. To this top hole here, because if you look, when you use the top hole on a hand descender, not only does it give you a higher point, which is going to give you a longer pull, you know, in stride, but it actually locks the rope into the system to where it can't come all the way out. Yeah, that's aggravating about the zigzag, isn't it, Mike? I wish it was midline. It would be so nice. I did too, sit my line. Yeah, it's stupid. I feel like an idiot. But yeah, there's the system. The hand descender slides up. Then you take this in and pull. I mean, you could probably put a foot ascender on and do it, and it would work. So, but I just don't. It is a bummer though that I have to climb on that. I had plans for completely different. You're good on those, man. I'll get what I need after as I go up. If you want to wrap the throw ball up, get us ready there. You guys over here and I'll get ready and we can tell. I should probably be working with the Rope Runner Pro now. Second climbing systems film. Yeah, I've seen a lot of guys that are moving into well, using the Rope Runner Pro. Looks really nice. Looks like a much better quality, stronger. Just looks more reliable, to be totally honest. I wasn't so much a fan. I could see myself maybe owning one now. The new one has kind of enticed me a bit, so may make its way on my list sometime. when I do spikeless trims or prunes, I always take a couple long, or at least one long speed line strap and a couple smaller ones. If you ever get out on a limb or somewhere where you need a foothold, you can always throw it around the branch and use it for a foothold. So that helps out a lot when you're doing spikeless. Little tricks like that. For those that are curious, which you probably already know, I climb on the Weaver Cougar with the web bridge with a DMM ring. This web bridge, it has this red checking, like Xing on it. And that's how you know the wear and tear on it. When the red wears off, we should probably replace it. This thing is 4 or 5 years old, and maybe more than that. But I still love it. It's just, oh shoot, there went my phone. It's just so comfortable. It's hard to want to get a different one. One good gust of wind, you guys are going over. It looks like it wants to fall right now. But I used the recoil saw lanyard with a delta on the end. That way if I ever miss the ring that's on the back of the saw, because all I did was take the gate off of your little saw thing. I broke the gate off, twisted to the side a bit. Then when I go to hang my saw up, I just hang it on that hook. That way I can get it off there quick. Hang it up without looking. It's there. So, and then I use Rock Exotica lanyard with a rope grab from Rock Exotica. Okay. Then I use that PS90 from Steel handsaw. On the other side where the other chainsaw clips at on these saddles, I left the gate on there. I just clip it in like that. Put my saws there and get it out and put it up. You know, one-handed if I need. Then on my way up, if I'm using a rope walking system or whatever it is I'm using. Dang, that's 2 times that guy's went through here. He hasn't stopped all the way 1 time. I usually leave my, why is my cousin gotta be sending stupid stuff? It's probably got this thing lagging like crazy right now. I leave my scabbard on the way up so it doesn't snag your rope or whatever. Oh, and I use the Steel 150 TC. That was a gift from Mike Frizzle. Or I still say his name wrong. Frizzell. So if you haven't ever went over and checked the channel out, you should definitely do it. He's just an all-around good guy. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna climb now, guys. What are you guys gonna do? You just wanna hang out? Nate, thanks, I appreciate it. Yeah, it was a pain. Really sketchy situation. So, you guys don't want to sit through this. That's just working, do you? I guess you can. That way if I mess up, you can make fun of me. We'll just run my phone till it just shuts off. I could probably the best view from here. We'll drop this down a tad. But at the same time, you gotta forgive me because I'm not gonna be able to talk to you at all. What is that going on today? Oh, yeah, Nate. Well, we're doing all this stuff here that's broke. There's a big top here broke. It broke another limb out over here. So cleaning that stuff and getting it out of there, putting some fresh cuts on it, cleaning it up. So we're gonna get at it. Yeah, they stripped the other, and the other side was almost working as a windbreak. You know, the way the canopies work, the tree goes out like this on both sides. Well, when you take all this here, you know, it's not there no more, you know, to work with the wind and impact. It kind of lifts it if it's coming from this way. Now these limbs that are with gravity that are going this way are catching straight line winds now, easily breaks them over. So kind of, I think, the situation she ended up in. So I'm gonna get started. Hang out if you want. If not, I appreciate you stopping by.
Now you can tie me a loop and go ahead and put that blue rope on for me. do is go ahead and come this way and use like this branch that's right underneath me as a little bit of leverage, and then wrap kind of around the tree a little. Go this way, around the tree. We're gonna rig this other one real quick.
Alright.
I can come down and cut it up for you too.
Alright.
Lift it up. That's good.
Still got anybody here? Two? Just you two? Who is it? Three? Now we're really cooking. I had a feeling we wasn't gonna have a whole lot of people here. People usually require your attention, and when you don't give it to them, they take off. It's hard for me to give it to them and to the tree at the same time. What we got here? Have you tried 14-inch pole saw bar on the 150? No, I haven't. Wow, got my finger good. That one there, you know, the longer the bar, the less your pulling power you're gonna get. You know, it's gonna weaken the pulling power a bit. So I hate to go any further than that. I like that 12-inch quarter. It's very nice and cuts really smooth. There's no comparison. If you're doing ornamental trees, you're doing pruning, you're not going to get a chewed up cut. Even when you're cutting something really small, the tooth's not as big, so it's only grabbing little bits, I guess. I mean, I don't know really. It's a narrower. That's what it is. It's a lot more narrow. It's not as wide of a tooth. So it's taking a smaller channel out each time, so it's not ripping and shredding kind of like a 3/4 or a 3/8 would do. So yeah, I mean, I like that. I really like the 1/4-inch Pico chains on them. Made her look easy. We try. It wasn't a whole bunch there, and luckily, you know, it's the limb that was on top of it that will fill that area in. Hopefully, looked healthy, but so did that big limb here that, you know, ended up breaking. It looked really healthy, but it ended up breaking anyway. Jake's kicking butt here. So, what do you guys think about the Grigri system there, as opposed to like your normal rope walking? It's definitely not as quick, but the effort required is less too. So, I mean, I guess it's a give take as far as that goes. Yeah, it's a silver maple. But yeah, they're you know, in our area, for the most part, I just call them soft maples or hard maples. And but yeah, that's a silver. It's a soft maple. Just, you can see all the interior sucker growth from where they chopped the tops out, and it made it to where the sun was scalding. Well, actually, this is the perfect spot to do this. I'll explain that whole thing there of why, like, topping and taking major tops and stuff out and leaving like just stubs is such a bad thing. Oh, and I got this new beaner too. Check out that. It's so nice for this blue rope. I had one of them old school big lanyard clips on here, and like, it worked almost like having a throw ball in the end because it's so heavy. But this is so perfect for this rope because we don't use it for anything that's like major, that's going to have impact. It's usually just a tag line. But here the past couple days, we've just had to rig a few small things, and we used it for that. I don't think I've ever shown how I wrap a rope either. I'm sure it's pretty close to everybody else's, but this is how I do it. then I want to talk to you about sun scald. While Jake finishes his up here. I tell you what, this is am steel, so I mean, this is so strong, this stuff is so nice. I was so close to switching over and using this rope because it's like 250 foot. And for those of you that watched the new video at the end, I did go out the next day and bought the guys a brand new rigging rope that's twice as long. So we won't have those issues again unless we head to the West Coast. And then we're probably gonna have to buy all new climb ropes and everything. Yeah, you have to buy things by the roll when you go there. Okay, so for those that are still here, I get it about like that. I have about 6 foot, maybe a little more. That's what I like to have left. Wrapped there. Now, if you look, see the hook there? The hook's on the outside here. So what I do is I end up taking it around, and what it's going to do is it's going to take that hook and hide it in there. So it's easy to get out and it's not going to be tangled. But look, it sucks together. Then I just go over the top. I've seen other guys go below, which is weird, but I just keep wrapping over the top. Then I reach in, grab a loop, and then it's just daisy in here. If you got a bunch left, you would make a bunch of these loops and keep doing that. But right here, I only need 2. Then to lock it, that just goes through. Then to undo it, you just take the rope, pull it out, slide, and I've seen other ways where it just seems way more complicated. It seems like that will not come undone. If you keep these real tight and don't let them get loose and go over the top of each one, it's not going to come undone. So I need to put my belt on. I'm losing my pants. So before I retrieve my rope, the reason you can't top these trees. Now, did you see all the interior sucker growth that was on that tree? Now, the reason for that interior sucker growth is for coverage. The tree no longer has a top canopy, which results in no shade. I'm on a hill here, so it results in no shade for the trunk, for the centers and everything. Those areas do not want direct sunlight nonstop. So what happens is it's getting blasted with sun. So the tree has a defense mechanism that says throw a bunch of interior foliage out to cover us up. So it throws a bunch of sucker growth. Same reason when you top a tree, it throws it at the ends. When it throws it, okay, it's a little different when you top one because it throws a bunch out on the ends to try to create a little bit of shade for the tree and coverage. So then it ends up having 10 branches where it only had 1 originally. Then the tree says, well, I can't take care of all these branches. Selects a couple, it'll selectively kill one off or a certain part off, and then you end up with a hole up there and dead. And then the other bad thing is the grains never match up. Where that new branch grows out, that grain will never match. So it's just, structurally, it's just a weak point, no matter what. So that's why I don't understand the topping it, just leaving a stub. It's the worst thing for the tree. So, like I was showing you there. Now, you want to see what sun scald looks like after it has set in for a year? It's only 1 year. I have footage of me 1 year ago driving by this place directly after they did it. Now I want you to look at these trees. There. And there, I think. This is supposed to be the biggest company in our area. And those were beautiful trees. There was nothing wrong with them trees. They were really big. They needed to be pruned correctly at the right time, and just made no sense. Makes no sense. So now these people paid to have some hack job done. Then the tree, it did throw a bunch of sucker growth out, and it wasn't enough. The tree was so bald it couldn't cover enough up. So then you started to see bark beginning to like come off in sections and stuff because it's so bare. This one did a good job kind of covering up, but that's what happened to the ones over there. It just, you started to see the bark curl, and you was seeing it like bled out basically. And then those little the sucker growth that was actually there ends up falling off because the rest of the tree's dead. A lot of times a tree will be pretty much dead, but it'll still have green in the center because that's the last ditch effort of it trying to cover itself up. And you know, it doesn't take much for it to keep a sucker alive. It takes a lot more to keep a branch or a large lead or something alive. So yeah, that's it, guys. I mean, is there anybody here anybody have any questions? I mean, oh my, look who we got. What up, Joseph? How you doing, buddy? How do you attach a hand ascender to your foot? I was gonna be a smart aleck right there, but I'm not going. Who asked that? Let's see. Come on, Bone. Caleb. You want to see Caleb? I'll show you. Alright, so after this, I'm going to shut this off and shut down, but unless somebody else has a question. Alright, Caleb, let's do this. This is how this works. Now, you have a hand ascender, okay? Right here. Oh, well, I appreciate that. I don't know if Melanie is actually Melanie or it's her boyfriend on hers, but thank you. I really do. I think I asked that question once before, but my brain's not all that good. All right, here we go. Hand ascender. I like to see in my hand ascender. Only other thing you need to make this into a spike ascender, which you could use this same concept, but you just have to figure out how to attach it to your foot somehow. But for a spike ascender, you have a bungee that has a circus knot or just a knot in the middle. I think I used an alpine butterfly. So I took a double hooked, you know, a regular bungee, got hooked on both ends, put a circus knot in the middle. Now, that knot right there, see that hole here? You're gonna take that loop and you're gonna pass it through there. Okay? People probably think I'm crazy. Alright, so now you got that loop into there. Just like how you girth hit your throw ball and stuff, you're just gonna take this stuff, pass it through that loop. Alright? And then tighten it down. Get that knot to pass through that loop. Show you what you're left with. Dress it so it's good and snug, so it's not going to get in the way of your rope. Now you see what you're left with. Girth hitched, and you have double hooks. So here's your spikes. You may have to adjust these just depending on what kind of spikes pad you have. You know, smaller pad, you're gonna need smaller bungee, whatever. But this now, I take the back side of it right here and I hook it up underneath it. Then I just take the hooks and attach them to the top of the spike pad. There you have it. That's it. A lot of people overthink it. It's very simple. It's as simple as it gets. Kind of like to move it so it's a little straight, but it's a little, you know, offset. But you know, as quick as you can put that on, then you're up in the tree. I don't like this being in my way. I want to be able to pop it off while I'm tied in a precarious situation really quick. So let's say I'm up there, I'm done with this. Look at this struggle. Man, it shouldn't have been that hard, but that's it. I hope that helps. Yeah, not genius, but creative. Hillbilly ingenuity at its finest. Guys, I've held you guys up for too long. I gotta help Jake. He's probably ready to kill me. So, appreciate you guys hanging out. Stay safe. If you guys have any questions, I'll try to go back through the comments, but I thank John for the super chat. That was awesome. Definitely get some coffee with that, and thank you guys for giving me some time. Stay safe. I'll see you soon.